Okay. Oh, it's just said in my earphones, recording in progress. I didn't know it was going to say that. Okay, yeah, so what I will do is we can do the homework check perhaps when the others get here, because then we can go through the sentences together rather than doing it twice. But I have a starter activity which is about prepositions.
Okay.
And it's basically a game, and it's a children's game, but it is useful for any English learner of any age. And I will send you the link, because
Okay.
basically you just have to, I'll show you rather than having to read all of this. You just have to drag the correct word into the space. So I have to listen to music in my car and then submit. And then it says little things to you like, you are awesome, whilst you're playing the game. Okay.
Okay.
So, and I chose that because I know prepositions can sometimes be a tricky one, can't they? So, if I put a timer on maybe for, I don't know, 3 minutes, and then we'll see how far you've got. And it should get harder also, actually, as you're playing the game. It should
Okay.
get more and more difficult. Okay. So 3 minutes,
Okay.
and then we'll see how we're getting on.
Okay, teacher.
Thank you. In the meantime. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. It's good to see you. How was your day?
So far so good.
Uh-huh. Okay, good. That's good to hear. So
Yeah.
basically, what Ali is doing is it's a game. It's about prepositions. Okay, and it looks like this. And all you have to do to play the game
Okay.
is you have to drag the correct preposition into the empty space. So, and it starts quite easy, but it gets harder as we go along. Okay, so I'll just put the link into the chat again for you. And
thank you.
Yeah, we've got about a minute or so left on that activity before we check the homework.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's okay.
Not that simple. I press the ball.
Okay. So we will stop there with that starter activity. It was just a few minutes just to get your brains warmed up. How did you find that activity? Was it easy? Was it difficult? Was it okay?
So. They have
Yeah.
some sentences that they are really easier, but another way I have question, no?
Yes, the question was a very difficult.
Yeah, it's one of those where and actually it says that on the exercise at the top. Some verb prepositions are natural, and some only practice will give learners mastery. So some of them you might have used like loads, so you know them really, really quickly, but then others maybe not as often. Okay, so this is the homework. Oh, no, not this. That is the homework. Okay. From yesterday, rewriting the sentences in the passive voice. Okay, so we can go through it one by one and see if we can write them. I've got the answers here as well in front of me. So maybe Ali, with this one, number 2, we set the table. What would that sentence be in the passive voice, simple passive?
The table is set.
Exactly, yeah. Set. What about this one, Jonathan, number 3?
A lot of money is paid by here.
Perfect. Good. And Ali, number 4?
A picture is drawn by me.
Exactly, well done. Number 5, what do you think about this one, Jonathan?
The blue shoes are wearied by them.
Nearly. We don't have wear is irregular. So in the past tense it is worn. So are worn, not worn, worn by
are worn, okay.
Them, because it's they. Okay, yeah. So the past tense is worn. Okay. What about the next one, Ali?
Yes, you aren't helped by them.
Yes, helped by them. That's a tricky one, isn't it? Because actually the verb itself changes completely, but you are correct. Yeah. Okay, what about number 7, Jonathan?
The book isn't opened by him.
Perfect, well done. Number 8, Ali?
The letter isn't written
written by you. Great, well done. And Jonathan?
8, I don't know.
This is hard.
Mom is picked you up.
No, this would be another one. This is another tricky one where the verb changes. So, are you, does your mum pick you up? Are picked up by...
Are you picked up by your mom, no?
Yeah, you are picked up, yes. Yes, it is all picked up. And number 10, does the police officer catch the thief? What would this one be?
Is the thief caught by the police officer?
Exactly. Oops, is the thief. Okay, caught. Great, well done. Okay, let's show that will show us all the correct one by them. That's what we put, wasn't it? Are you picked up by your mum? And is the thief caught by the police officer? Yeah. I typoed. Sorry, that's why. The blue show I put.
The blue.
Sorry. Okay, well done. So today we're moving on to talking about the future again, but using the first conditional this time. It's not that different to the 0 conditional, okay? It's more the meaning behind it that makes it different, okay? So we will learn how to use the first conditional to describe the future result of a proposed action, okay? And we will learn how to use the first conditional to give an indication of what could happen, okay? We will look at some examples and complete some exercises. We will also look at the word unless in these types of sentences, and we will at the end have a speaking activity. Okay, so here we go. Let me present the screen now because I'm not going to be going backwards and forwards, so it makes it easier. Okay, we can use first conditional sentences and verbs to give an indication of what will happen or what might happen as the result of something else. So for example, if we look at this taken from the course book, it says the first conditional expresses a suggested action that might lead to a future result. So we have, if I save enough money. It's suggested because I'm saying I'm not saving money yet, or I haven't got enough yet, okay? It's just saying, if I do save enough money, I'll go on vacation. That will be the future result of me saving enough money, okay? So it's very similar, isn't it, to the zero conditional, except this time it's not certain, okay? It's dependent on my action here, or the suggested action of the person, okay? Because if I don't save enough money, I won't go on holiday, okay, or vacation. Okay. And if we look at this one, here are some other examples. We have the suggested action there and the future response. So if I go jogging, I'll lose weight. I won't go outside if it rains, okay? If it snows, I'll go skiing. If I cook, will you do the dishes? So you can see from this one, we can switch the sentences around, okay? So for example, I could say, I'll lose weight if I go jogging. Has the same meaning. I'll go skiing if it snows, okay? Will you do the dishes if I cook? So the two different clauses can be switched in the sentences, okay? Does that make sense? Are we understanding that so far? Yeah?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, great. And here's the sentence structure. Okay, if, we have the word if, I save enough money in the present simple, okay, and then a comma because we have to separate the action from the results, the two different phrases. I'll go on vacation, okay? We can also say, I'll go on holiday if I save enough money, or I'll go on vacation if I save enough money, okay? So, if you have a look in your course books, okay, this is exercise 50.4, okay, and it is page 171, okay. I'll put the actual course book onto the screen here, okay. So, it gives you the verbs that it wants you to use. So, for example, eat and lose. So, could you put the verbs in the correct tenses for me in the spaces?
Okay.
And I think 2 minutes is more than enough for that one. If you finish early, please let me know.
Yes.
Thank you. We'll just wait for Jonathan. Though he might be busy, but we'll see. what he says in a second.
Sorry, Katie.
It's okay, don't worry.
I received the call.
No problem. Okay, so Ale, we can start going through the answers. So number one, could you read the sentence to me?
Yes, if I eat healthy, I will lose weight.
Okay, good. If I eat healthily, I will lose weight. Great, well done. Jonathan, do you want to have a look at number 2 for us?
We will dance
yes.
if the band play good music.
If the band, so it's a they, so it would be plays if the band plays. Okay, great. So, what about the next one, Ali?
If we go shopping, I will buy you something nice. Okay.
Exactly. Thank you. Okay. Oops. And the last one, Jonathan?
I will build the cupboard if you
cupboard.
If you read the instruction.
Great, well done. Yeah, cupboard. We even though it sounds like cupboard, we actually just say cupboard. It's easier. We don't really sound the P. We just say cupboard.
Cupboard. Okay.
Cupboard.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Don't worry about taking notes too much because I will send these images to you after the class. Okay. So the next. Okay. So this next activity is to complete these sentences. Okay. So if I win the lottery on Friday, if I met the president, if you cook, if you call your mother, if I tell you a secret or tell you the secret. So we need to complete these sentences. So guys, if I give you maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds just to think of some responses. And then I'm going to ask you some questions that relate to these sentence starters.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so Jonathan, what will you do if you win the lottery on Friday?
If I win the lottery on Friday, I will buy a MacBook Pro. I don't know.
Yes, that's a good one. And what about you, Ale? Oh, nice. And what about you, Ale? If you win the lottery on Friday, what will you do? Oh, I can't hear you.
You're mute.
I think,
yeah. Mute.
Sorry. If I win the lottery on Friday, I will go to Europe.
Ah, nice. Where in Europe?
I don't know, all the countries. I have, my dream is visited Middle East or Europa del Este.
Like from Lord of the Rings?
Exactly.
England is very Lord of the Rings, even though it was filmed in New Zealand. But
yeah.
Yeah, but Tolkien was British, I think. Okay. Jonathan, what would you do if you met the president?
If I meet the president, I will talking about policy or terms of cryptos or things like that.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency, yes.
Ah, okay. And what about you, Ale? What would you do if you met the president?
If I met the president, I would like to build a new digital market law.
Okay, sounds good. You both sound like you have very what's the word? No, you both sound very financially minded. I mean, I know you're an economist, but okay. So this next one, if I cooked for you, what would you want to eat, Jonathan?
If I cook, I will prepare. I would prepare mojarras. It's a Mexican. I would like to prepare mojarras.
And if you cook mojarras, if I complete that sentence, if you cook the mojarras, I would.
My sister will wash the dishes.
Ah, not you.
Not me. I don't like. I prefer cook.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so complete this sentence. If you call your mother, how could you complete this sentence?
If I called my mother, I will speak about her healthy or things
her health.
Like that. Yeah. The health.
Okay. So if you call your mother, you will talk about her health. What about you, Ale?
If you call your mother, you will explain about the benefits of the vaccine.
Okay, good. Is your mum a vaccine skeptic?
Yes.
I see. Okay. And the last one, Jonathan, what would you do if I tell you the secret? Or if you tell me a secret?
If I tell the secret, you will save the information.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So you will save the information. You will keep it confidential.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Ale?
If I tell you the secret, I will be considered a gossip guy.
A gossip, yeah? Yeah, perfect. And that is true. You probably would. Okay, great. Well done. Okay. So that was really well done. And this one, okay, if we go back to the book on page 171, this is number 50.6. You need to reverse the order of the phrases. So it gives you an example. If it rains, you'll get wet. You'll get wet if it rains. Easy peasy. I will put 2 minutes on again, but you may finish before. We'll see. Let me know when you finish because Ali's had to
Yes, done.
tap out. Okay, cool. So let's have what would number 1 be if you reverse the order of the phrases?
First, if he looks for it, he'll find it.
Exactly. He'll find it. Perfect. What about the next one?
I cook dinner if she's hungry.
Great, perfect. Okay, the next one.
The next one, they will fix it if it's broken.
That would make it into a statement, but it would stay the same order. So will they fix it if it's broken? Because it's a question. So in English, we have the will at the beginning of the sentence. Yeah.
Will they fix it? If it's broken. Okay.
No worries.
And last one is, if I see him, I'll tell him to call.
Okay, great. Excellent, well done. Okay, I'll take a picture of it so I can send it to you. Okay, so I know Ali's had to tap out for, he said like 20 minutes, but we'll see how long he is. But we can just carry on anyway. Okay. So let me just clear my annotations. The second part of this lesson is about the word unless. Okay, this is a key word that we use quite often. And again, it depends on the future result not happening or happening. You know, it's unsure, okay? It depends on the suggested action. And it's the same as if, don't, okay? So for instance, if you don't, unless you. And it can be with any pronoun. It can be if I don't, unless I. If we don't, unless we. If they don't, unless they, etc. Okay, does that make sense? So, of course, it depends on who you're talking about, which pronoun you use. Okay. In this example, if you don't study hard, you will fail your exams. Unless you study hard, you will fail your exams. And it means exactly the same thing. Okay.
Okay.
And similar thing as before, you can still change the order of the sentence as well. So you could write, you will fail your exams unless you study hard. Okay. And that's fine. No problems at all.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, yes, makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So let's move on and we can have a look at some of the examples. So this time we're going to complete these sentences, okay, using the unless instead, okay? So unless you tidy your room, what would the consequence be? It's the same as saying if you don't tidy your room, unless you tidy your room. Okay, so could you finish the sentence for me? How could we finish it?
Okay. How many minutes?
Oh, we can just talk about it.
Okay.
We can just talk it through. Yeah.
And first, unless you tidy your room, you will clean the bathroom.
Unless you tidy your room, you will clean the bathroom too, maybe. Or maybe, yeah. Or either, yeah, you will clean the bathroom. So you're saying you can either tidy your room or you will clean the bathroom. Okay. What about this one? Unless you find your keys.
You will break the window.
Yeah, but we would say you will have to break the window.
You will have to break it.
Great, exactly, well done. Okay, unless you prepare your lunch.
You will have to buy I don't know, buy a juice or
you will
fruit
have to buy,
in the street.
Yeah, you will have to buy juice or fruit in the street. Great. Exactly. Okay, what about the next one? Unless you lift with your legs. So I was thinking if you're lifting a heavy item.
It's like an exercise.
I was thinking it could be exercise if you're weightlifting, or if you've got something very heavy to carry. We are supposed to lift with our legs, aren't we? Okay. Because if we don't, we will hurt our backs. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless I haven't one.
It's okay. So we could have, unless you lift with your legs, you will damage your back. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
And the last one, unless you inherit millions.
I don't know what is inherit.
Inherit is when you...
Yes. when your parents left I don't know, money or things like that, no?
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
Unless you inherit millions, you will share with your family.
Yeah, exactly. Well done. Okay. And as I said before, you can reverse these sentences too.
Okay.
So how would you reverse them or put them into a different order?
Yeah. I will.
So I can give you an example. So I would say you will clean the bathroom unless you tidy your room. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Second one, you will have to break the window.
Yeah.
Unless you find your keys. Okay.
Awesome. Okay. What about number 3?
You will have to buy juice or fruit in the street unless you prepare your lunch.
Perfect.
Next, you will damage your back unless you lift with your legs. And second one, you will share with your family unless you inherit millions.
Great,
okay.
Well done. It's easy once you know the pattern, isn't it?
Yes.
It makes perfect sense. Okay, let me just copy this so I can send it to everyone. Okay, great. Well done. So, We have a similar exercise here. It's 50.9 on 172. And it's rewriting the sentences that are already here.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know, I will put 2 minutes on, but if you tell me when you're done, because it's only you, so.
Yes.
You can take however long you need.
Done.
Perfect timing. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's go through the answers then. Can you tell me the answer to number 2?
Number 2 is 1, no?
Yes. 1.
Yes.
It's okay, sorry, I can't read the numbers very well.
You'll damage the floor unless you cover it.
Yeah. You'll damage the floor unless you cover it. Perfect, well done. What about the next one?
Next one, unless you go to bed,
yeah,
you'll be tired tomorrow.
Great, exactly, well done. Next one.
Next one, he'll get annoyed. Annoyed, okay, annoyed. Yes, annoyed. Unless you speak politely.
Good.
Politely.
Well done.
Okay. For the cat won't run away unless unless she frightened it.
Exactly, unless she's frightened. Exactly, well done.
She's frightened. Okay. 5, she'll arrive on time unless her train isn't delayed.
Unless her train is delayed. Because if her train is not delayed, then she will arrive on time anyway. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Great.
6, unless you attach it securely.
Securely, perfect, yeah.
It will break.
Exactly, well done. And the last one.
Last one, will do the job unless it's too difficult.
Great. Perfect stuff, well done. And you weren't caught out by the difficult ones, like the negatives that turn into a positive. Okay, well done. Okay. And then I think it's the comprehension. It is. So this one, the reading comprehension, you need to read 1, 2, 3, and 4 from the instruction manual. Then it's going to ask you questions which you need to write in full sentences. Okay. So for instance, what will happen if you don't use wood glue carefully? Your new furniture will be stained. That is the example. Okay. So this might take a little bit longer. I'll put 5 minutes on the timer. But again, if you finish, just let me know.
Okay.
And we will move on. Okay, thank you. Are you ready?
Sorry, can you give me a few minutes?
Yeah.
I can. Thank you. 1 minute, please.
No problem. That's okay.
Thank you, Katie. I received a pizza.
No problem. That's okay. Nice.
First, what might happen if you use an electric screwdriver to join parts together?
Yeah.
Is in the second, there's a risk that screws will be too tight.
Yeah, exactly. There is a risk the screws could be too tight. Well done, yeah.
Too tight, yeah.
Okay, great. What about the next one?
And how can you make sure you don't damage a new... unless you finish the process by hand, you could damage your new furniture.
Okay, so we need to finish the process by hand, right? Yeah.
You need
the process by hand.
What must you check before you try to fasten all the pieces? You make sure all pieces are in the right place and fit perfectly before you try to fasten them.
Fasten it perfect, well done. Great. What about the next one?
What must you do to make sure doors open smoothly? If you check that the doors fit before you tighten the hinges. Great. So check that the door fits before tightening. Fit before you tighten the hinges. Tighten the hinges. Hinges. Perfect. Yeah. Great. And the last one. What will happen unless you check that the doors fit properly? They will stick and look uneven. 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 So it means like slightly askew, you know? Okay, great. Well done. I'll copy that one too. Okay. There. Okay, great. So the last activity before the speaking exercise, we won't do the whole activity
because there's like 20 questions on the actual link. So we'll just do the, I know it's loads, we're not going to do all of them. But we can just do these 6, okay? So it's the same thing again. If I late for work, but it gives you the verb in each missing part, okay? So we can complete them together talking about it. Okay, so what do you think about number 1?
Unless I wake up. Or so unless you wake up.
You're making it way harder than it needs to be. All we need, I'll give you an example. So we just need to put the correct words in the boxes. So if I wake up late, I will be. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. The second, if my husband cook, he will burn.
Good. So if he cooks, he will burn.
Cooks, yes.
He will burn the food. Okay.
If Julie isn't wears.
Or if Julie doesn't wear.
Doesn't wear. Okay.
Okay. Great.
She will get.
She will get sunstroke. Great.
If children doesn't eat.
Or so it's they. So it would be they don't.
They don't. Okay.
So if they don't, or if children don't eat well.
They won't be.
Yeah, healthy. Exactly. Well done.
If you don't mix.
Or if you mix. So just mix. Yeah.
Yes.
It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry.
Water and electric. You will get.
Yeah, exactly.
If people eat.
Yeah.
They will.
So if people eat too many sweets, they
will get.
Exactly, they will get fat. Well done. Okay. Perfect. So now we'll go on to the speaking activity for the next 20-ish minutes.
Okay.
So basically, we'll be partners because we're the only 2.
Yes.
First of all, we can take it in turns to ask the questions instead. Okay. So what I was going to do was partner A asks first and then partner B. But we can just take it in turns, right? So if I start, what will you do if your neighbours annoy you?
Unless I wake up. Sleep. Unless I sleep well, I will take a phone to talk about with my neighbor.
So you will call them. Okay.
Yeah. I will call them. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. That's very civilized.
Yeah.
Okay. And what will you do if your friends ask you to go to the cinema tonight?
Unless I go to the cinema, I figure out with dinner on weekend.
Okay, so unless it's maybe it would be. So do you mean like you would only go to the cinema at the weekend? You wouldn't go tonight.
Okay.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. If yes. The idea is. Yeah.
So you could say, if my friends ask me to go to the cinema tonight.
I think the question are you can't go to the cinema. But in this part, I change it. Okay. If what I do with your friends, if my friend asks me to go to the cinema tonight, I accept. I will accept the invitation.
Okay, great. I will accept the invitation. Perfect. Well done. Okay. So what will you do if your family invites you to breakfast on Sunday? I will change. I will change for the dinner or for or I change to dinner to a dinner or I change to schedule. So I will change. Okay. I will change it to dinner if my family invites me to breakfast. Or you could say, yeah, I will change the schedule if my family invites me to breakfast. Okay, great. Okay. Are you not a morning person? Yeah. Okay, what about this one? What will you do if your purse is stolen? Or wallet, because you're a man. Yes. I will return to my way. Yeah. So you're sorry. Or I will return to the restaurant or the place. The place where I was staying. Where you were when it was stolen, or the place where you So if you were going to say it in a full sentence, you would say, I will return to the place I was if my wallet is stolen. Okay. Great. What will you do if it rains this weekend? I will wear the special, how do you say, how do you say, proof? No, the waterproof? Is a special wear with a plastic that don't
don't have the rain.
So yeah, like a waterproof jacket.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I will wear that if it rains this weekend.
Okay, great. So
waterproof, yes, waterproof.
Waterproof.
Yeah, waterproof.
Exactly. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. What will you do if you run out of food in your house?
I will invent an emergency with my friends, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To my friends if I run out of food. Great. Okay. What will you do if you get a headache?
I will close my eyes. Yes.
Yeah, great. So if I get a headache, I will close my eyes. Yeah.
Yes.
What will you do if you feel lonely?
Generally, I will call to old friends or a special friend or family. Yeah, if I feel lonely.
Okay.
Family member. Yeah.
If I feel lonely, great.
And arrested. Okay. I will call to my lovely lawyer.
Lawyer.
To my lawyer and how you say and I request or ask for help.
I will request help. Great, well
yes.
done. If I get arrested. Wonderful. Okay, great. I'm just going to copy all of these answers. Hopefully you don't get arrested. That wouldn't be ideal, would it?
Yes.
Okay. So the last speaking activity, okay, is like a hypothetical question, really. So what will you do if computers get more intelligent than humans? So if computers or robots started to take over the world, what will you do?
If unless people get control, I will prepare for change the way of the artificial intelligence. Maybe like like a Terminator or like I don't know I don't remember the name of the movie, but I will try to I will try to um, hackear or hacking hack computers or the systems to to change this take this intelligence and maybe I try to prepare a document, official document for legacy the factors of the computers with this intelligence, for increase the top increase the regularization or regularity. I don't.
The regular, or try to.
Or try to unless or less this advantage of the computers, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So maybe to try to decrease the advantage that the computers have. Okay. Good.
In this scenario, but actually, I think that the computers get more intelligent is a positive scenario in this area, because we will need in the future years more automatizations in industries, or more automatizations in, for example, now in the fintechs, this intelligent make that the people pass a few minutes for take a lending or take a digital product or things like that. And I think in this area is a positive scenario. And in the future, this is a basic. I will watch or I will. I think that this scenario will be very, very positive for the children's. I think
for their future. Okay. What will you do if technology, like so computers, technology just fails and we have no technology, no computers?
Yes. Well, this is the part, the negative part, because with the automatization, the humans the humans have easy scenarios, but with this negative topic, I think the humans will take a return with the past areas of the period of the humans, like a selvas, like return to jungles or return to natural scenarios, and in the other hand, take a natural processes for make meals, or make fruits, or make things like that, no? And this is this scenario will be a major the major scenario, because the all the you say maneras, the old ways to make a process it will be more safety for the humans, and maybe in this scenario have less how you say this disease less disease and things like that, and it's a negative but more positive for the natural processes.
Definitely more positive for the environment, perhaps.
Yeah. Yes.
Interesting. Yes. What about you personally? So, if all the computers, all the technology failed tomorrow, what would you do?
I will change my job because
well, yes.
all of them is digital, and my first thing is change my job, change my career, change all of I have, and return to a classic or yes, classic jobs. Maybe carpenter. I like the carpenter, and maybe I don't know, all of the permits or take natural processes. I think interesting, and this is the principal thing. The second thing are maybe change my place of I live. Maybe move to other place that have a natural scenario, maybe trees or maybe animals. For yes, I think I change and I change my actually place, and maybe what else, and yes, this is two things that I can figure out.
Okay, yeah. And if you were to go to a more natural place, what will you? What would the first thing you do be in that natural place to try to survive in the chaos?
Maybe my first thing is make a natural food, fruit, vegetables, and take animals like a cows or how do you say borregos or things like that. Well, animals that make food, I think.
Yeah.
This is my first idea and the principle for survive. Yeah.
Yeah. So like cows, chickens.
Yes, chickens is the chickens is in Mexico is a very, very popular food in this country. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a very popular food all over the world.
Yeah.
Chicken. Yeah.
Chicken and
Makes
tortillas.
Sense. And tortillas, yes.
Yes.
There is a version of tortillas everywhere, isn't there, in the world?
Yes, yeah. Tortillas for all.
Tortillas are amazing. Okay, that's cool. And what about your family? What will you do, or how will you help your family if one of these events occurred?
How I help my family with these scenarios?
Yes.
More difficult, but maybe for me, I think that I will take my family and all my family for move with them, but for get safety or
Get to
take safe.
safety.
Yes, and I think with your family have all, and it's a more safety scenario because we help or they help you, no?
Okay.
And I think move with them. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
You can work as a team that way, right?
Yes. Familiar team.
Yeah. Okay, great. I always like discussing what would happen in an apocalypse.
Okay.
With
Yes.
people. Okay, so the homework, today, is to think about for tomorrow, is to think about what will happen if the world's population keeps increasing, which it is, isn't it? Okay, so it's a hypothetical situation where we will use the first conditional. So we could say, if the world's population keeps increasing, we will need more food. Okay. We will need more clean water, etc. But using the if sentences and unless, and reversing the sentences as well. So, if the world's population keeps increasing, we will need more food. We will need more water also, or we will also need more water, actually would be better. Also need more water if the population continues to increase. Okay, so they are just two examples. I'll put them here of sentences that you can use. Okay, in your homework, and then as always, just send it to me on WhatsApp, and I will take a look at it and give you some feedback. Okay. Does that sound okay?
Yes. And
that makes sense, right?
Yes, makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, great. So I will send that homework in the in the WhatsApp group to all of you. Okay. If you have any questions about it, please feel free to contact me, and I will try to help you.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about today? Are you okay with the lesson today?
Yes, I take the keywords, but with the speaking exercise, I try to figure out my sentences, but my process is slow, but I have the keywords.
No, that's okay. I mean, that's pretty normal. I think we have like passive and active skills when we learn languages. So reading and listening are passive because somebody else is doing it. But writing and speaking is harder, in my opinion. I mean, because you've actually got to think of it yourself. Okay, Jonathan. Well, I hope you have a great evening. Thank you for joining me. And I will speak to you tomorrow. Okay?
Thank you, Katie. See you tomorrow.
Take care.
Take care.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.